Bill, a chaplain is suing the city of Austin, claiming he was fired from his job with the Austin Fire Department for sharing his religious views online. On his personal blog, he wrote that men and women are biologically different and that men should not compete on women's sports teams. And well, that chaplain, Dr. Andrew Fox, joins us now, along with his attorney, Ryan Bangert, from the Alliance Defending Freedom. Dr. Fox, sorry for what you're going through. Tell us a little bit about that moment that you found out you were being fired over this.
Well, that's precisely what it was. It was a moment where I was fired. It was very surprising, very shocking, because I'd come from meetings previous to that with the fire chief and his assistant to say that my blog had nothing to do with the fire department and they were not there to censor my writing. So when I was fired, I felt an immediate offense there that my First Amendment rights had been violated of freedom of speech and freedom of religion in something unrelated to my job.
And you wrote on FoxNews.com an editorial. You said, who gets to decide what views are acceptable and which ones aren't on someone's personal blog? Or will government officials simply start accepting only those who remain completely silent about their faith, political views, or deeply held beliefs? Do you think this is worrisome enough that you want to, I know you're filing a lawsuit, but do you think this is a sign of things that are happening more broadly, not just in Austin, and this is not an isolated incident, that we're starting to see more and more of this?
Well, you know, I could put context to that. 23 years ago, I moved to this country from England as an immigrant on a religious workers visa as clergy. And then that quickly went to a green card, permanent residence, and then I eventually became a citizen with all of my family. So when I look over the last 23 years, I can say the country I chose to come to live in, to raise my family in and to work in, is certainly not the country that we currently live in today. Things have changed at such a rapid rate. It does seem that government entities are punishing individuals for voicing their First Amendment rights of freedom of speech again and freedom of religion, of which I'm a big advocate of.
Ryan, tell us a little bit about the lawsuit. Where does it stand? What do you expect?
Thank you, Dana. I mean, it's really a shame that a social agenda by the city of Austin is trumping Dr. Fox's constitutional rights. We filed this lawsuit. We have alleged violations of Dr. Fox's First Amendment right to free speech, right to exercise his religious freely, as well as rights under the Texas Constitution. And this is a situation where the city of Austin demanded that Dr. Fox recant his beliefs in order to keep his job.
Wow.
That is not the job of government institutions, to tell Americans how to think, especially outside of work.
Indeed. Well, okay, Dr. Fox, Ryan Bangert, please keep us posted. We'll follow this case and hope that this gets corrected. Thank you both.
Thank you. Thank you.